I'm excited to chat with you, Naya, because you have a beautiful new song out right now called What's the Move? Talk about how you tend to describe your sound. Is it rap? Do you put yourself in that small of a box?
I definitely, rap, hip hop is the base for what I do. But also love to experiment with a lot of different sounds and see where I can push my voice and my artistry further. I do have like, a lot of hard hitting rap songs. But for what's the move, like I decided to take a little bit of a more, not laid back, but a little more of a dainty approach. With like acoustic guitars, just trying something different, but still incorporating that, like, that signature raspy, vibe that I have.
Who were some of your musical influences then when you were growing up?
Musical influences growing up. Definitely, I fell in love with hip hop through Lauryn Hill and Tupac. That's that was my go-to. But growing up, uh, I loved like Nelly, Eve, um, I don't even know, Jay Z, Lil Wayne, a bunch of the rappers. Yeah,
I love What's the Move because it's got such beautiful lyrics to it, very inspiring. What inspired you then to write it?
thank you. Everything that I write about is just a reflection of what's going on internally for me. And I just try to keep it as honest as possible. And with this new project that I'm working on, I'm really keen on pushing the wording and the lyrics as far as I can, as far as I can go, and just challenging myself. So with what's the move, it's just I I like the chorus is like, when you catch me on the phone, don't call for blessings. I'm here rolling on the fact that I ain't less than, like, you know, I've realized that, like, a lot of the times people see your successes and people see where you are in life, and they don't see how what it took for you to get there. Not only like challenge wise, but like mentally, spiritually, like it you don't know my story. We all have a story, and we're all deserving, of good things. But this comes with a lot of courage, and courage is not something that's given. It's something that I cultivate every day. You know.
Such profound words. I mean, have you gotten such a favorable response to this? I mean, blessings come with lessons, and with perspective, lessons come become blessings.
Yeah.
I'm sure people are telling you how much all these things resonate with them.
Yeah. Absolutely. Definitely. Definitely. Um, Absolutely. But when I write about the things that are going on within myself, it's also people will engage with that because they see the reflection of themselves, right? Of that universal feeling. You can be music, it could be anything in life. Like, it could be an accountant, but I think a lot of us share a lot of similar experiences. Um, we're all in this together, and we all experience the same things. So I think it's important to show the human experience in my music, and in the raps and in the hip hop that I produce.
Talk about your writing process. Do you tend to have a specific way you do things? Do you need a beat before you can come up with the lyrics?
Yeah, my creative process is pretty it's pretty far out. No, I like to just go in studio with a blank canvas, but maybe with just like the an idea, a feeling, a word, maybe, and just go in blank and just paint that picture together with like my production team. So the way we would start out is just like finding, maybe finding the melody towards of the beat, and building on that, and we create like the track like that, and then I go on the mic and I just freestyle. That's it. I just freestyle, and then
Oh my
words
gosh.
and I just yeah, I just try and tap into, like, I call it like the flow state. And that, like, a lot of it is sometimes is like gibberish, sometimes there's like words, sometimes there's like full sentences. And when I catch full sentences, a lot of the times that's what's gonna like drive the theme of the track. So when you catch me on my phone or count for blessings, that was really literally in the freestyle. And that just allowed me to like come up with the direction of the record. Yeah.
A little mind blowing, if
I
you
mean,
ask me.
I know. I mean, it's crazy because like I didn't used to always work like that. Like back when I first started out, I used to come in the studio with like my raps already written out, and then we would just create the song out of that, which was cool. But it didn't allow you the freedom to expand and see where you can take something without coming in with a box, you know?
You talk about working with producers Tigri and Benek Beats. How much of a hand or how much of a say do you tend to have when it comes to the production side of the music you make? Are you very hands-on, or have you worked with them enough as you were on tour last year in Paris that you trusted them with how to help flesh out this particular song, or maybe even for your
Yeah.
upcoming album as well?
Oh yeah, I'm super involved in production. I like to look at myself a little bit like I don't my hands are not the ones that's playing the instruments or you know what I mean, doing the you know the computer stuff, but like my production comes from like I know what I want and I know what sounds good too, and I know what to where to place things. So this record was actually a co-production with Tigri and Benak Beats and myself and Chase.Wav from here in Montreal, which is one of my day ones. So we created like the demo with Benak and Tigri, and then I took that record. I'm like, it needs some, it needs some more sauce. You know what I mean? So I brought it here, and then I co-produced it with Chase.Wav, and that's what we have right now. So I know I'm pretty. I'd say like sort of like I guess like a Rick Rubin, a Diddy. You know what I mean? It's like I'm just like in the back. I'm just like, okay, let's try this, let's try that. So I'm super super involved, for sure.
I know the song also features guitars by Adrian X, who's a
Yeah.
frequent collaborator with you. What makes working with them so special?
It's just the energy and the great friendship and the we just click and we vibe together. It's just so natural and organic. Adrian, I worked with him on the last project that won Album of the Year here in Quebec. And it's just so natural, and the sauce that he brings. He's from Toronto. I'm from Montreal. Toronto has a particular sound too. You know what I mean? So it adds on to like create that different texture that I'm looking for.
I know you talked, or at least I mentioned, that you have this upcoming album, We Did the Damn Thing, set to release here
Yeah,
early at the start of this coming year. What
yeah.
can fans expect to hear you exploring on this album? Are there some themes that you discuss, or are there different areas that you explore, or is there a message even that you think people should take away from the album?
Absolutely. I think the title itself is pretty like it says a lot. Like we did the damn thing. Like first of all, who's we? What thing are we talking about? What did we do? You know what I mean? For me, this album is about it's for the culture, it's for us, it's for our communities. It's about recognizing how far we've come. As a culture, as a community, as the people around us, recognizing those that came before us that allow us to do what we do is about giving each other our flowers. I realized I was getting throughout the last year. I was on tour. I was doing a lot of things, and I was getting blinded by ambition, and I realized it was preventing me from seeing how far I've actually come, how far all the things that I've actually accomplished. And as much as I say we, I also mean I, like, to recognize how far I've come, to recognize, the amazing strides that I've done, and to give myself those flowers too, and to be gracious with myself and kind to myself, as much as to those around me too, you know.
I know you've released two singles off of it so far. Is there a song on it that maybe holds a special significance, something that you hold close to your heart?
Out of the two singles,
Out of any of the songs on this particular album?
Oh yeah, I mean all of it. I'm still in production, right? So it's not completely done. I should have it done by end of December. So I'm still in the trenches, as they call it. But they all hold a significant meaning. I think it's just a project as a whole. It's about gratitude, it's about recognition, it's about it's also, you know, it's also gritty. It shows both sides of who I am. Like you look at the two singles that I released and they're pretty different from each other, right? One is pretty gangster, it's pretty hard hitting, and the other one is pretty light and it's pretty, you know what I mean? And it's that duality of light and darkness too. And I think that's the whole concept of accepting things, um, good and bad, light and dark, and accepting that's part of the whole. That's part of being human. You know what I mean? There's gray zones, and there's different parts of ourselves that we love. There's different parts of ourselves that we like a lot less. You know what I mean? So it's just that duality of things.
Well, I'd love to know, is there an artist or musician that you would love to collaborate with? Maybe a dream person you'd love to work with one day?
Oh, definitely. There's definitely a few. It's hard to choose. Um, for sure, like Kendrick, I would love definitely Kendrick. I know it's crazy, but Kanye, just you know, it doesn't even necessarily need to be like a rap track. You know, just be in production with Kanye. That would be a dream. Um, yeah, J. Cole. I don't know. There's a list. There's definitely a list, but you know, yeah, one day at a time.
It's true. We'll manifest all of it, but we'll take it one day at a time.
Exactly. Exactly. Spot on.
What would you like to say then to everyone who are fans and supporters of the incredible music that you make?
I just like to say thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your life, part of your space. And if I can give anything to allow you to look at things differently, to look within, or to motivate you to do something and to be a testament um of the power that you actually have, then I'm just honored, and I'd like to say that they have great taste in music as well. So